Hey, this is Sean with Weekend Truckin, and if you like to get money, go ahead, hit that subscribe button wherever it's at. In today's video, we're gonna dive into the question that I get asked of how do you get paid? So stay tuned. Here we go. How do you get paid in RV transport? How do you get paid in RV transport? The first thing that you're gonna do is you're gonna look at your load board. So depending on what company you run for, with Indiana Transport, you have an app right on your phone. And after your first load that you do after orientation, you call into compliance and then you're able to self-dispatch from there on out. Now, what are you looking for? I've talked about this in some other videos, but essentially do some really simple math, take the rate, times the miles, see what your gross revenue is, and does that fit for you with whatever you need to get out of the trip that you're going on. After that, you hit the little self-dispatch, a little warning pops up that says, hey, you better get this trailer in 24 hours or else. There's some flexibility on that, it seems like, but it varies from company to company. From that point, you wait. You can probably just watch a few episodes of Weekend Truckin', and then after that, you'll have an email that will state that you're dispatched on this load. Here's your BOL. You print those off, and then again, it may be different from company to company, but with who I run for, within that email, you'll see on your expense report that there was a line item of trip advance, and then it's 50% of the gross revenue of it. I've heard some companies do 50% or up to $1,000. With IT, it's 50%. So if you book a $4,000 load, you're getting $2,000 of that once you get dispatched on it. What do you do now? Now you open up your comdata app. And so with the comdata app, you'll click on it. You'll see there was money deposited that matches the trip advance on that email, on that expense sheet that you got. And then what do you do from there? So what I do, and I think what most people do, one, leave some money on there, whether it's a comdata card or the EF whatever. Again, depends on what company you run for. But you need money on that card so that you can get your fuel discounts while you're on the trip. So then from there, what I'll do is I'll go in and I will transfer. First off, you have to set up a bank account, sync it within the app. I will then transfer money over to the checking account that I had synced within the comdata app. That says it'll take up to 5 days. Sometimes it's the next day, 2 days. It doesn't always take that 5 days. That may be something where if it's over the weekend type of a stretch, it'll take a little longer. But typically, a few days, money's in your bank account. So now you're on your trip, you're going, you're enjoying the sights. Hopefully there's no adverse weather, and you drop off your units or your camper. Now, all of the paperwork, hopefully they write no driver damage on there. You get copies of everything, and then you fill out your expense report. So any tolls that you had, any washes, any permits, make sure you have the receipts. You're going to take pictures of all of those and enter them into the transflo app. Once you enter it into the transflo app, take a little break, watch a few episodes of Weekend Truckin', and if it's during normal business hours, you'll have the final settlement on your comdata card. You'll have an email that says final settlement. And this is the one where it's that 50% of the gross revenue minus any of your company's line item expenses. So it would be minus your poll fee. There's a $1 or a $2 comdata fee per trip. Those little things. If you're still building up your bond, I think it's a 10% deduction from your run until you get to that $1,000 or $1,500 bond for if the time comes, if you ever have any driver damage. You're essentially paying the deductible for the insurance for the company you run for. But again, once you have that email, if it's during normal business hours for your company, you should get it within an hour. Sometimes it's really quick, and then sometimes it just depends on, how many other drivers are submitting their paperwork. If you submit it at 4 o'clock and your office closes at 4:30, you may not get it until the next day. If you submit over the weekend, you're not getting it until Monday morning. And I would say that weekend drops take a little longer come Monday for your payroll department to get through all the drivers that submitted over the weekend. So be a little patient. You don't need to call them every hour, on the hour, every 30 minutes. They're just processing through all of them as fast as they can, and you'll get that email with your final settlement. And again, that's why it's important to leave enough money on your comdata card. So if you're already, dispatching on another load, you're heading somewhere, you're reaping the fuel discount benefits because you have money left on that comdata card. And that is it. How do you get paid? It's really simple. It's really quick. It's easy. And you get paid half of it when you start, the other half minus expenses when you end every single trip. So it's not a typical 9 to 5 and you're getting paid bi-weekly or monthly or at the end of every week. You get paid every run, half up front, the other at the end. That's it. I hope this was helpful. If you find value in what I'm providing, then if you haven't, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Like the video, share, comment. Let's grow this channel. Let's help bring some light to the RV transport world and show people that such an easy, fun gig can be profitable. All right, guys, until the next video, I'll see you then.